Alright, so the two brow products that I will be comparing and contrasting today are the Anastasia of Beverly Hills Dipborw. Mine is in soft brown, and it looks like this. I have been using it for the past couple weeks. I've used this like for the past 2 years, I believe I've been using this for my eyebrows. This has, how much product? This has 4.0 grams of product in it. And then I will also be using, to compare them, my E.L.F. brand of brow pomade. And this is in the shade light brown. And this is called Lock On Liner and Brow Cream. And this has 0.19 ounces, so 5.5 grams of product. So this one actually has a little bit more of the E.L.F., which I'm surprised. But my soft brown, the Anastasia, my last one, lasted me a year, as I said before. So we're going to go ahead and compare them. I have been using this one throughout the past few weeks as well, because I wanted to give you guys a full review on how I like them. So on one brow, I will be using Anastasia. We'll say my right brow will be Anastasia. My left brow will be the E.L.F. pomade. And let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so price differences. My E.L.F. was about $6 at Target, and the Anastasia of Beverly Hills Dipborw is about $18 at Ulta is where I got it. So you can decide which one you want to get. $6 is a lot different than $18. It's about a third of the price. So let's go ahead and get to applying. I'm going to do the same to both. I'm going to brush up my brows as I usually do. And then let's start with the Anastasia Dipborw. And I'm going to be using my usual angled brush to apply the brows. Let me go ahead and zoom you guys in so you can see how it applies close up. Alright, so now I have you guys zoomed in nice and close. We're going to go ahead and start with the Anastasia product. What I really like about the Anastasia one is that it is super pigmented. It's a little bit thicker in texture, and it just seems to really glide onto my eyebrows. So I'm going to show you how they apply right now. So I'm just going to dip in a couple times, not get too much product on it because it is so pigmented, and I'm going to start shaping out my eyebrows. So as you can see, it is really pigmented. It's not going on patchy at all. It's very opaque. It's not skipping either. Okay, you can see a little bit right here. It is a little patchy for me. So I'm going ahead and just like dab it. That might be because of the foundation that I am wearing underneath of it, because it is a creamy foundation. I'm wearing a BB cream right now. So that might be why we're skipping a little bit. But as you can see, it's very pigmented and easy to go on. And I've only dipped my brush in there once. Go ahead and go in front. Okay, so that's pretty much it for my right eyebrow. It was really easy to apply. I started on the outer part because I want that part to be darker, and I just took remaining product into the inner part of my brow to make it look more natural. And as you can see, it blended really easily. Super easy to use, this product. I really do love it. It has been one of my favorites, but when on a budget, the E.L.F. one is what I turn to. And let's go ahead and move on to the left eyebrow so I can show you how the E.L.F. applies. Alright, so the next one I'm going to be doing is my E.L.F. that is in brown, light brown. So if you can compare the colors, the E.L.F. one is lighter than the Anastasia one. So it's a little bit different in color. But let's go ahead and see how this one applies. Make sure you guys are all zoomed in. You are? Okay. Now, the texture of the E.L.F. one, let me make sure to wipe off the Anastasia from the brush. The texture of the E.L.F. one I found to be more of like a moussey type texture, where the Anastasia is very creamy, it's very thick. This one is a little bit lighter and it's a little bit more moussier. But it is very similar at the same time. So go ahead and go into my left eyebrow. So as you can see, it's just as pigmented, I think, to the Anastasia one, and it is really creamy. Now, in the past few weeks, what I've seen is that when I've done the inner part of my brow, it kind of like doesn't have as much coverage, but you can still build it up. So a lot of times I would do this, and as you can see, it's a little bit patchy in there. So sometimes I'll go with my face powder, and I might, because that probably is because of my foundation underneath is a BB cream and it's very creamy. So I'm going to go ahead and just put a little bit of powder on top of it just to soak up that extra moisture. And then I'll go back in with my E.L.F. brow product, just a little bit on there, and then apply some over that. And that just kind of helps get the pigment on without moving the product down that we already put down. So as you can see, applying that was just as easy as my Anastasia brow, and it looks just as pigmented, I believe. Alright, so we're back, and you see my brows look very similar in texture and in color and pigment. I'm very impressed with the E.L.F. brow product. It's $6, third the price of the Anastasia, and it worked just as well. If you do have a little bit extra cash, Anastasia one is very nice. These brows will not budge, especially if you are sure to set them with a brow setting gel. I almost forgot what they were called for a second. So I really believe if you are on a budget, the E.L.F. one is just as good as the Anastasia one. Really, the light brown, even though it looks darker or lighter in the pan than the soft brown from Anastasia, they're very similar on the face. And so yeah, that is the end of my review for the Anastasia dip brow and the E.L.F. comparison of the dupe for the Anastasia. If you like this video, if you have any suggestions on what I should do next time, just leave a comment down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you can see more videos. I upload once a week, and thank you guys for watching. Bye.